So I am making some spring decor for the showroom floor, and I picked up this little wooden box, I believe at a yard sale, and I'm putting a coat of antique villa chalk paint on the bottom, and I will put about two coats. It had a previous design underneath that I'm just covering up, and then I'll go ahead and let that dry, and we will get some of our Decoupage Central paper on that. So I chose this Decoupage Central paper, which you can find on our website at thelittlebackhouse.com. And I'm going to take a simple artist brush with water, and I will wet the edges just because I like a natural torn edge that just looks a little bit more organic and not just straight cut with the scissors. That's just a personal preference. You can do whatever you like. But since the box is recessed, you would have to cut it really perfect for it to um, fit in there absolutely perfectly. So I would rather just go ahead and give it a little natural trim and go ahead and adhere that into the box. So here I am applying my decoupage gel by Redesign by Prima, and I start out by putting a like a row or the top portion with the gel, and then I take my Decoupage Central paper, my rice paper, and I adhere the top just to find placement. The nice thing about the rice papers is you do have a little bit of time because they are so thick. It gives you a little bit of grace on movement, and you can replace them if you need to without tearing them. Then I add more decoupage gel towards the bottom, and I go ahead and push that down the center and then out to the edges to try and remove any air bubbles or wrinkles. And that came out really nice. So that is nicely adhered to the bottom of the box. And then I kind of get a little baggy and kind of push out any wrinkles, just being careful not to tear the paper. They are really, really thick, but I just use the baggie as a precaution and not my finger. Take a little bit of more decoupage gel and I put that on top, and that will act as my sealer and give my paper some protection. So I'll go ahead and do that. I think it's turning out really nicely. I'm having a lot of fun making spring decor for my new booth. And then I will close that up, wipe off any excess, and I will come in with, about to show you my antiquing wax. Oh, I guess I dry it a little bit first. So we'll give that a quick dry because I'm going to go ahead and antique the edges, because you can kind of see how the paper isn't all the way to the top since I kind of did a free form water cut. But I don't want the background of the white to show behind the paper. So how I camouflage that and kind of make it look intentional is I take my dark brown soft wax, which you'll see in a minute, and a little brush, and then I'll go ahead and put that around the edges. And that really does tie the two different tones together and make them a little more blended. So there I'm showing you the dark brown soft wax by the Real Milk Paint Company. And then I'm just putting an old artist brush in there, and I'll just take it and go around the edges, and that will add some color and some depth to that white paint underneath, as well as blend it into the paper on top. So I'm just kind of very liberally putting that in there and making it look like it's all been together since the beginning. So I just get it in those corners and creases, and you can see how nice that makes it look. I love these little brushes because they just fit in all the crevices. So I'm just making sure I have good coverage everywhere. I'm hoping to start getting the pieces I make onto the website under, I will have a LBH home decor section. But for now, I show a lot on Instagram, and so this piece sold right away on Instagram. But the papers are still available as well as the paints on the website. I'm doing a little bit of touch-ups on my leather wood just to make sure everything looks clean and professional. And the last thing I believe I do is add the metallic wax by Redesigned by Prima. And that just gives it a little shimmer, a little gold, a little fun. So you'll see that in a minute. I always want to make sure my pieces look professional and well done, so when people take it home, it looks good. So there I am getting out my metallic wax and putting a little bit on the back of my hand. So I kind of use that for like a little dip station. And I put some on my finger and I'm just kind of rubbing that along the edges. I love the vintage gold metallic wax with the leather wood paint. And so I just add a little bit of that for that shimmer and sparkle. I think it turned out great. Thanks for watching. For behind the scenes, follow me on Instagram. For paint and supplies, look on the website, thelittlebackhouse.com. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate if you like an upcycling channel, a new business channel, a small business channel. Please follow me by subscribing and hit that bell for all future videos. Thanks for watching.